Today we'll be discussing 10 frequently asked questions about freelancing. And the first question is, what is freelancing? Freelancing means if you actually render a service and the client pays you per project or per hour or per task. So it is not a salary-based work. That means you work for someone and the person pays you based on the work you did. So that's freelancing. And in our case now, online businesses, it's a service that can be rendered online. So it's a service that can be rendered online like a soft skill. So like if you're a graphic designer, if you're a video editor, if you are a content writer and stuff like that. So you can freelance with your skill, not necessarily a salary. You don't really need to work on salary based. So you can freelance with your skill and you get paid per work done, not monthly. So that is actually what freelancing means. So, and the second question, what things are required for freelancing? So I think what is required to be a good freelancer, what you need to become a freelancer is a skill. Yeah, it's a skill. So if you can just have a skill, maybe a writer, and you can niche down to maybe blog post writing or maybe copywriting, stuff like that. And you need a skill. That's what you need. That is what is required to freelance. You need a skill. So the third question, do freelancers need to register a company? No, you don't necessarily need to register a company to operate as a business, to freelance. You don't need it. So what you need the most to actually work as a freelancer is actually a portfolio. So you need a portfolio. And that portfolio will serve as, like a proof of work that you are really good in what you do. And you can now use that to get work from clients. You can post it online and you create more visibility. So what you need the most to freelance is just a portfolio. Not necessarily you have to register, especially in a country like Nigeria that I am currently. So that is that. The next question, can you freelance as a beginner? So let's say you are just learning a skill, just gaining a skill. So what you can actually freelance, you can use it to freelance. That is how most of us started too. So we just learn a skill and we are still at the entry level. So what we do is you go to a platform like Fiverr, Upwork. I think I'll still discuss that later on. And you can start, you can actually freelance as a beginner. Another question, can you freelance with no experience? I can say yes. If you're just learning a skill, you don't really have much experience, you can actually freelance. So work experience is not always needed as long as you are good at what you do. As maybe you are learning it, but you are really focused and you are ready to learn and improve. You don't really need to have experience like that to freelance. So there are some things you can just leverage on, like a platform through which you can work with, like Fiverr, Upwork, and online resources. You can use those ones to guide you through a freelance project. Is freelancing easy for students? I can say yes, if compared to other form of work. I think freelancing is still much more easier than other work, and that's what most students do. So they freelance. So freelancing is easier for students compared to other line of jobs, other type of work that can be done as a student. So the next question, how to find my first client? People ask that question a lot, that okay, I now have a skill, how will I find my first client? So to find your first client, I think what you need to do the most is to leverage platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer, and the likes, Guru. So leverage platforms like this to get your first client. Just learn how to set up your account, create gig visibility, then you can actually get your first client. So it is easy through those kind of platforms, not by doing it offline yourself. Sometimes it might be more stressful than you think. So just leverage platforms like that. So the next question is, how do freelancers get paid? So you get paid per project as we discussed. That's what makes you a freelancer in the first place, not monthly. So that's how you get paid. You get paid maybe hourly or per task that you fulfill, per project that you complete. Online, you can use platforms like Payoneer, PayPal, and sometimes direct bank deposits to get your money. So that's how freelancers get paid. So the next question is, what is the biggest challenge faced by freelancer? I actually think the biggest challenge you can face as a freelancer is actually not having enough visibility, not creating that awareness enough. you know, as a freelancer, you know, freelancers are many, and there are still a lot of people looking for freelancers, like maybe graphic designer, content writer. But you creating that visibility that people looking for services will be able to locate you is actually the most important thing and the most challenging. And that's what makes you different. That's what makes you make enough money as a freelancer. Creating enough visibility, making sure that people that need your services are able to locate you, are able to see you, you create that visibility. So that's the most challenging thing